All right, I said I was going to do this story, so I'm doing it. There's this whole thing going around with the singer Usher from the '90s up until now. I don't know him from anything recently, except bringing Justin Bieber in our lives, and he should be knocked upside his head for doing that. I'm sure he regrets it. He must have been under the influence of something at the time. But allegedly, he picked out a girl at one of his concerts and had sexual relations with her, and supposedly, according to the girl, gave her herpes, and she's upset. So naturally, she contacted the local ambulance chasing lawyer, Gloria Allred, who represents such noble women like, the mistresses of Tiger Woods. Pretty much anybody else that you will say, oh, Bill Cosby once farted in my face. Gloria Allred's like, you deserve $5 million, honey. Come with me. Press conference. It's always a press conference with her. She loves to waste, taxpayers' time, everybody's time with these frivolous lawsuits, but that's all right. And but what I think the big picture here is, well, first of all, the big picture is the girl herself. Have you seen her? I'm sorry, she's about 5 bajillion pounds. Thank God I have widescreen on my phone because I needed it. She took up almost the entire. I think it was just one tit that I saw. I couldn't even. I just heard a voice talking. I thought it was a press conference. I'm not sure. She had a press conference with the crypt keeper. I'm sorry, Gloria Allred, right next to her, and she went on to say that she's like, I was at this concert with Usher. He picked me up for a dance. He knew it was my birthday because I was wearing a crown on my head like a retarded 3-year-old child. You're wearing a crown on your head and a fucking great. She's like 20, 21 or something like that. All right, cool. You're fucking dumb. Anyway, she then goes on to say that one of the bodyguards picked her up. She didn't say picked her out, picked her up. Picked her up from the crowd or something like that. Because if he, and she mustn't mean picked her out, because he meant picked her up, he'd be suing her right now for the dislocation in his back. His spine would have been shattered. I don't care if the guy is like, 7'5". There is no way you're going to pick her fat ass up without pulling something, and something major, and needing it to be looked at immediately. And then she does what I think is the kicker of this press conference, standing next to Gloria Allred. I thought Gloria Allred was going to pass out from her even saying this shit. This part must have not been planned. She goes, I am someone who values my health. Does she not know she's 5 million pounds? You value cake. You value Dairy Queen. You value a value at Dunkin' Donuts. You value a value meal. You don't value your health, you fat hooker, you. There is no way. So yeah, she goes on to say, she got herpes from sexual contact from him. What I think is very interesting about this story is that this chick is willing to be a random hoe. And nobody addresses that part. She doesn't know Usher. I mean, she knows him as a celebrity, but she doesn't know if he has any STDs. What she does know, just at face value, Usher's a celebrity, right? She knows that Usher probably gets plenty of sex nightly. He probably has orgies constantly. He probably doesn't wear condoms. Probably sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. She knows that much. She knows she's going to do something sexual with him. You don't know him, though. He's not your friend. You don't see him. Did she look for, paperwork from him? So you don't care that much about your health because you are willing to take a random dick from a man that you do not know except from music videos and, your wet, sloppy, fat dreams. But I think the real tragedy here, and Usher denies this, and he's actually, I think, suing her that, that he gave her herpes or whatever. The real tragedy is that we need a male version of Gloria Allred to defend Usher, because I think this was a rape. I don't believe that this was consensual, because Usher used to date people like Chili from TLC. How are you going to go from Chili to chocolate cake? How are you going to go from Chili to Boston cream pie? Chili was hot, sexy, still is. She looks like the same like she did in like 1994. This one looks like she weighs exactly 1994, 1,994 pounds. So I don't believe it. Like, I believe he knew that she was huge, because how could you not spot her? He just picked the first person he could spot to do his little fake, sexy dance with on stage, because it was entertaining, shit like that. Because her fat ass took up the whole crowd. You couldn't see anybody else. So he picked her out. It's like, get your fat ass up here. Can the stage support her? I guess it can support 1,000 backup dancers. So hurry up. She proceeded to give the sluttiest dance ever. Fine, she has a right to do that. And I was worried the whole time she was going to actually crush him. Because at certain points, it looked like she was going to sit on him, and he looked scared. I mean, I don't even think he was hitting high notes. I think he was screaming for help. He was like, Watch the tape of her dancing on this motherfucker. She's like grinding and shit like that. That's not sexy. That's just fucking random cellulite, almost giving him whiplash. But What I think happened is the following. I think, and I don't know, I'm alleging all this, I don't know. I think what happened was that indeed a bodyguard did pick her out, and he said, honey, after the whole sexy lap dance thing, and she went back to her hotel, like, Usher might call you later because he wants to know how to never ever be a bajillion pounds like your fat ass is, and wants to know how you got so fucking fat in the first place. Is that cool? All right, fine. Of course it's going to be an unlisted number he calls you from because nobody wants to hear from you like ever again unless it's a better recipe. All right, sweet. And she's like, I'll take any attention I can get. All right. So she goes back to the hotel, and I think Usher, she said Usher called her from a blocked number. Thank God you called her from a blocked fucking number. What the fuck were you thinking in the first place? First of all, okay. So, I have so many questions. You have no idea. I can go on 2 hours on this one. I think he called her up and said, hey, this is Usher, the singer. She's like, I know, I sweated all over you. Yeah, I know you were sweating because you were dancing. I sweated because I moved 2 feet. That's hot for my fat ass. You know that? He's like, yeah, okay, bitch. How did you get that fat? She's like, cake and ice cream, motherfucker. What are you talking about? He's like, I just want to know how to never, ever be that big in my life. Like, how do you shit? Like, how do you wipe your ass? Really? It involves a pitchfork, a hose, and 2 people to hold each butt cheek. Yeah, I see. I just want to always remind myself never ever to get that fat. She's like, cool, no problem. And then nothing else happened. No, okay. There was obviously some sexual contact between them, which I still can't believe. I can't believe Usher would do that thing. Look how big she is. He would be missing if he did her. He would still be up her vagina somewhere. People would be going, where is Usher? And why is this girl talking about Usher having giving her herpes? We can't find Usher. He would still be inside of her, trying to find his way out. There's no way. How the fuck this bitch raped him. I'm telling you right now. I think she roofied his ass. How do you like that? Maybe he was trying to be nice. He's like, this is a big fat bitch. She don't get nobody. I'm going to invite her over, show her my mansion, make her feel special about her big fat ass. And she comes over there and she couldn't fit through the door. They had to grease it up. And then they pushed her fat ass through. And she came walking in. She's looking at the mansion. And, he's just being nice. He's like, yeah, you want a Sprite or something like that? She's like, yeah, I'll take a Sprite. Can I have, some chocolate cake and 5 donuts with it? He's like, no, fat bitch. She's like, shit, Sprite will do. At least give me the whole fucking bottle, motherfucker. So he brings her in, and I think Usher had to take a piss or business call or something like that. Turned around, and her fat ass brought the roofie pills out and put in whatever drink, that he was having. Because I'm sure there were 2 drinks. He was going to talk with her again about, I can't believe it. How are you this fat? Like, how do you lift one arm every morning? Like, can you not jog, at all? Can you not, but she spiked it, and then I think Usher passed out, and she got on top of him, and she pulled his pants down, and she jerked the dick, and the blood circulation, even when you're sleeping, it's going to come up. And she rode him, and then the ultimate insult was she put that fat, disgusting vagina all over his face because she knew, he's unconscious, so he can't really eat her out. So she's just kind of wiggling on him. She's just wiggling on him. And, he woke up with several bruises. His nose was crushed in. I mean, I'm sure there's pictures somewhere. And I think that we need to get a lawyer on this right away, and he should sue her. Usher, I have a question. If you fucked her, how and why? Do you know you're Usher? Do you know you're a celebrity who can get a lot of hot? You have hot girls in videos. What about this made it like I just gotta have this gelatinous fucking... I've always had a fetish about the girl from Precious, so I want to fuck her. I want to fuck Precious. Why the fuck? You had to have been on top. Please tell me that. Fuck, and I hope you didn't eat her out. If you ate her out, you need therapy now. I'm sure... There's no way. I mean, oh my God. Jesus. Gloria Allred should switch sides. She should represent Usher. Because he's not in his right mind. But my client was obviously not in his right mind fucking that fat bitch I promoted last week. There's no way. Did you see how fat she was? I tried to hug her. I couldn't get my arms around the bitch. I'm suing her too because I pulled several muscles trying to get my arms around that big whale creature. I don't know. I think, okay, I'll admit it. I got her to go to the concert. I was walking one day near the ocean and I saw her, diving for kelp. And I said, I held up a tuna and she jumped and I was like, come on, you big fat ass. And we all rolled her onto the shore. We dressed her in some big, what the fuck was she wearing at the press conference too? At least wear a smock or something like that. She had a big, there's nothing I take it back. There's nothing she could wear not to show how fucking fat and disgusting she is. What are you talking about? You fucking met a random dude and fucked him. So the fuck what if he gave you herpes? That's the least. He's got a lifetime of trauma to contend with now after dealing with your fat greasy ass after you raped him. So he's got therapy. He should sue your fat fucking ass for all this shit. Oh my God, please, Usher, come out with a statement that she did something bad to you. Tell me she gave you a NyQuil. I mean, what the fuck? I'll never understand. But yeah, she's a lying fraud. We all know she's a lying fraud because Gloria Allred is representing her. That's just how you always know. She shouldn't get a damn thing except a big swift kick in the ass. And you know what, Usher, make peace. Be the bigger man here. Send her some Carvel ice cream cakes. Give her about 100 on a truck, and she will drop everything. And she will also issue a public apology if you throw about, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 Dunkin' Donuts in. So just do that. Just do that. Give it to her. It's not going to cost you that much, and she's going to be eaten, and she'll be too busy to bother anybody else.